This just in. You've told ChatGPT your revenue goals, Claude your hiring concerns, and Gemini your secret plan to launch a podcast. In return, the bots have made your work life easier, your copy cleaner, and your SEO slightly less mysterious. You're not alone. Millions of business owners have handed AI their digital diaries and said, "Sure, help me figure this out." And it worked. Until now, no one stopped to ask what that deal really cost. Because while AI has made us faster, sharper, and strangely dependent on machine-generated encouragement, it's also quietly altered something we barely noticed: our boundaries. So here's the question no one really wants to answer. If we've already given AI everything, does privacy still matter? According to researchers, regulators, and the rising number of small business owners cleaning up after data leaks, yes, it does. The truth is, you said you cared about privacy and then gave AI your secrets. Surveys show a large majority of AI users say privacy is important, and yet most people still type personal or sensitive data into AI tools without blinking. That's not because people are careless. It's because the system rewards convenience. AI is fast, smart, and helpful. Privacy risks feel far away. No one hears the alarm bells when they're getting real-time help from a chatbot that never judges them. In offices, people use personal AI accounts to brainstorm strategies, troubleshoot operations, or summarize confidential emails. They don't think of it as sharing. It feels like delegation. Until the data ends up somewhere else. It's not about trust, it's about habits. And the interesting interplay between what you think you shared versus what AI actually keeps. You might assume that once your session ends, your AI chats disappear into the void. It doesn't. AI has a better memory than your accountant's. Systems store user interactions for retraining, data analysis, or internal use. Some tools now offer memory features that retain key information across sessions. Others mine your input to improve the model for future users, which means your smart marketing idea might be helping someone else's chatbot answer faster. AI companies say they anonymize and secure the data. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. And sometimes they do, but the system still gets breached, as happened when ChatGPT exposed user histories in 2023. In some cases, your data ends up in training datasets that feed future versions of the model. And removing it after the fact? Not simple, not cheap, and not guaranteed. This also brings up the creeping reach of surveillance capitalism. Zoom out a bit and the picture gets less technical and more philosophical. Harvard's Shoshana Zuboff calls it surveillance capitalism, an economic system that profits from watching, predicting, and shaping human behavior. Your search terms, scroll patterns, and chatbot chats become data points in massive behavioral prediction engines. These engines don't just observe, they influence. The same data you shared while trying to write a polite refund email could end up training a model that pushes ads, nudges political opinions, or feeds content designed to stir emotion and drive clicks. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's a business model. And if your entire customer journey from email to sale is being tracked, stored, and optimized by third parties you've never met, it becomes harder to promise your clients trust. But I have nothing to hide. The classic. Privacy isn't about hiding. It's about control. Think of it this way. You don't share your bank PIN on social media. Not because you're doing something wrong or hiding, but because some things are yours to manage. The same applies to business data, health records, personal loans, or internal decisions. Sharing them with AI can be fine as long as you understand where they're going and why that matters. Plus, mistakes happen. Facial recognition errors have led to wrongful arrests. AI-generated legal briefs have cited fake cases. Misuse or misidentification can have real consequences, even for those who have nothing to hide. But can we keep the benefits without losing our minds? Yes, but it takes effort. Privacy-enhancing technologies are on the rise. These include differential privacy, which adds noise to the data to keep identities hidden. Federated learning, which trains AI models without moving raw data. Homomorphic encryption, which lets systems analyze data without decrypting it. Synthetic data that uses made-up but realistic data for training. These are already used in banking, healthcare, and cybersecurity. But they're not magic. They cost more, slow things down, and require companies to prioritize privacy on purpose, not just as a feature. That means as a small business owner, you need to ask harder questions of your vendors. Review how you use tools like ChatGPT internally and decide how you'll handle client data before something goes wrong. And the regulation train is coming. If you think privacy rules are strict now, buckle up. The EU AI Act, new California privacy laws, and growing pressure from watchdogs are forcing companies to disclose how AI is used, store less sensitive data, and reduce risk. Some rules are already live. Others land by 2027. But enforcement will be patchy. That's why small businesses need to lead with trust, not wait for regulators to hand out penalties. And here's what this all means for marketing. Let's bring it home. Marketing is built on trust. If your clients know you treat their data carefully, even when you use AI, they're more likely to stick around. That's not just ethical, it's strategic. When privacy is seen as part of your brand promise, it becomes a competitive advantage. Want help making your message clear and trustworthy? Start with my 5-minute marketing fix. It will help you write one clear sentence that instantly helps the right prospects understand how your business can help them. You can download it for free in the description below or go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? What's the most personal thing you've ever asked AI? I'll go first. I once asked AI why my dog's urine smelled like chemicals. The answer was calm, thorough, and very convincing. I still booked a vet visit though, because when something matters, you do not outsource the final decision to a confident paragraph. Okay, your turn. What's the weirdest thing you've asked a chatbot? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.